that.
Yo folks, DOZ, Alpha Man here with GTA 5. And I know what people are thinking. Why'd you wait 2 weeks? Because we needed it to play this game. It's a long ass game. And how do you approach Grand Theft Auto 4? You know, I mean...
4.
Or Grand Theft Auto 5. It treated women very poorly.
Yeah.
Rampant drug use.
And alcohol.
Drinking and driving.
Yeah. And just bad driving habits altogether, you know? Just,
Yeah. Okay, now we're just kidding.
Man, yeah.
Alright guys, so Grand Theft Auto 4 went to the midnight release a couple weeks ago. We met a new buddy, Slade. He was there with us.
The midnight release, and there were 5 of us.
Yeah.
Well, at least at first, anyway.
Yeah.
And then there was like 15.
So. Our buddy Slade was there, and alright, let's go ahead and touch on this. First of all, the map itself. What'd you think about it?
Decent, big map. Big map.
I think, you know, for the entire state
I still think San Andreas was a bigger map, but...
A little bit bigger, yeah. You had kind of 3 states in one, but, you know...
Yeah.
It was what it was, but with this game, you know, it's like... It's a big map, but I don't think it was as big as Rockstar said it was going to be, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was as big as Rockstar had said it was going to be, at least originally, anyway.
Yeah. Alright, well, you know, let's talk about the gameplay. The combat, it was pretty good for what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I did think it was weird that, like, you could, like, walk up to a dude on a bench and punch him in the face once and he would just die.
You kicked him in the dick and he died.
Okay, I kicked him in the dick and he died.
I'll explain the story. What he did was he was playing as Michael and he just walked right up to a guy, kicked him in the dick while he was sitting on the bench, and then he curled over and died. It was funny as hell. It was hilarious.
I was like, really? That was it?
Alright, but what'd you think about the weapons? I thought they were alright.
I thought the weapons were pretty darn good, actually. I mean, you know, accurate, if nothing else.
Yeah.
I will say that as far as the cheats go, for the most part, not bad, except for the invincibility cheat, but we'll get to that later.
Alright, you know, we want to talk about the storyline. The storyline, for what it is very, very good. And he's sitting here looking at the case.
I was looking at the...
Well, there's a...
Yeah,
there's a chick with boobs.
Look at that. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
What'd you ask me?
We got to get back on topic. But what'd you think about What'd you think about the storyline overall?
I liked it. You know, I liked the you know, having 3 different characters that you can play as. I honestly, I have to say that really my favorite character is probably still Franklin. I mean, it's either him or Trevor. They're both
Michael's alright, but it feels like we've seen him before.
Yeah, he kind of comes across looking like an older version of the guy from GTA 3.
Yeah, Claude. Yeah, Claude was his name. Or he's kind of like, they never gave him a name.
Or Vice City.
Tommy Vercetti. Yeah, he kind of comes off as a Tommy Vercetti.
That's what it was, Tommy Vercetti.
The type that didn't give a shit. But Trevor is probably... I could see why a lot of people say Trevor's the best character in the game. I mean, you know, Grand Theft Auto needed a character. Grand Theft Auto needed a character like him for the longest time. A psychopath that just doesn't give a shit. And Franklin, you know, the gangster representing Grove Street, which Grove Street looks completely different in the game. Those of you that got far enough.
Grove Street is there, but it's been changed over the years.
Yeah, the detail of the San Andreas map basically has changed. But the storyline, you start out as Michael, trying to do the right thing, trying to be a family man, and then Franklin is the gangster. And then later on, I'm not really going to give too much of a plot point away, but you commit a robbery, and then Trevor finds out that Michael is alive all this time. Basically, at the beginning of the game, you commit a robbery in some other town, and then Michael gets shot, and Trevor thinks he's dead, but Michael's been alive all this time. And then Michael causes destruction of property, and he has to come out of retirement and recruits Franklin along the way. And your objective in the game...
I thought Trevor was the one who did most of the destruction of property.
No, you remember the one mission with the truck and pulling down the house?
Oh, yeah.
That was the one where he had to come out of retirement. But, yeah, okay, so basically all 3 guys later on in the game team up, and your objective is you have to make money in this game. That is what they want you to do. They want you to go out there and make money, get armor, get weapons, buy properties, which the properties are alright. They're not the best that I've seen.
Absolutely.
They're alright. Yeah.
I mean, it would have been cool if there were more of them that were just like more safe houses that you could just buy. There are a fair few safe houses in the game. eventually. But
and they get better as you go along. You get a better crib, things like that.
yeah.
But you know, as far as safe house progression, there's really nothing there. Like it's like you get 2 safe houses, and that's kind of it. Or in Michael's case, just the one that he lives in.
Well, there are actually more. If for anybody who got the special edition version of the game,
there probably
you got
are.
the blueprint map, and that shows all the safe house locations on it.
Okay, so that makes sense. All right, now I think we're going to get into the bad, the things that we didn't like about this game, the negatives. I really wouldn't have to say there's too many. I mean, I could see why people don't want to give this game a 10 because you know there are going to be things that are going to make you feel uncomfortable. But it's Grand Theft Auto.
I didn't have anything like that. One of the first things I did was go up and shoot a dog.
Neither did I. I didn't have anything uncomfortable to say about it. The only things I didn't like about it is the startup time. I mean, it takes 5 minutes for it to load. That's kind of, come on now.
Yeah, at the very beginning when you first start to play, it takes about 5 minutes. Every time when you first start the game, it takes about 5 minutes to get loaded. And
they need to patch
that's a little ridiculous, but
yeah,
you know.
We're not going to touch on the online because it just came out today. We're going to give it a few days and then maybe hop online when it gets better because I hear bad things are going on with it right now. That it's just not working the way it should. But let's get into what we really get down to. Okay, both of us are getting through the game without. I got through the game without cheat codes. He's trying to do what he can without the cheats, but there are things about the cheats that we have to complain about.
There are some instances where I'll do it just to make things go a little faster. Like if I got to spawn a vehicle, for example.
Right.
It's not like you cheated and got a bunch of money or anything.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. All right. The cheat code selection could have been a lot better. I mean, vehicle-wise, they did pretty good, but, like, the invincibility is the biggest one we have to complain about.
That's freaking 5 minutes, that's it?
Yeah, Rockstar.
And you can't even use it in missions, so it makes it kind of stupid.
Rockstar, $265 million budget, and we help you get to 1 billion sales. Can we please get an updated version of this cheat code? Maybe through a patch or DLC or whatever. Make us at least go as long as we want.
Unless, of course, you're going to just do like a quick shootout with the cops, and then 5 minutes will probably do you.
Yeah, but there are people out there that like to do like 20-minute wars with the cops if you really stop to think about it. So you would think they would have did better, but overall, you know, I'm not going to give it a rating.
But if you know the health cheat, it's not really a big issue.
Yeah, they got a health and armor cheat, and they got a all weapons cheat, so they did all right in that department. The vehicles, that'll probably be the last thing we're going to touch on. Thumbs up for the vehicles.
Hell yeah.
They went all out.
Vehicles are awesome. There are some badass cars in this game.
Yeah, they've got like...
Not to mention the bikes, which are my favorite things in the game.
Yeah, for me, I got to get the Infernus because that's the car that I have to have. If there's any car that you should get in Grand Theft Auto 5, the Infernus is probably the way to go.
I still got to find the kick-ass Sprunk bike. I found one of the my Batsu Sprunk bikes, but I got to find the nice one.
Yeah. The customization, okay, we'll also touch on that with vehicles and the characters.
Pretty darn good for this game, actually.
The customization for the vehicles is where it's at, because you can do almost anything you want to. Like, you can take a car, you can chrome it out, literally, chromes, put some chromes on it, and that's pimp.
You made the whole thing chrome.
The only thing that
pretty cool looking.
Only thing I noticed that you can't do with cars is you can't adjust the rim sizes. You can't do, like, 20s on them or whatever, but... You know,
because they already got big enough wheels on them. What's wrong with you?
Well, you can't up.
You can change the wheel types. You can change the rims to different rims.
Yeah, you can change.
That's all you really need to do. You don't need to change the size of the damn rims.
Well, some people are going to be about that, dude. Some people are going to want 20. Some people are going to want 24. Some people are going to want.
Some people's kids.
Some people are going to want like 10s. You know, I mean, or 10s, as they say. 10s.
Why the hell would you want to put 10s on a car? Your car look all retarded. It look like it's supposed to have go-kart wheels.
Some people would do that in Grand Theft Auto games. Trust me when I tell you. Some people out there would. But overall...
I'd put some like 50s, 40s, 50s, something like that.
That'd be funny as hell.
Some like monster truck wheels, yeah.
And the last thing... The airplane vehicle, speaking of vehicles,
the flight is much smoother than it has been in pretty much any of the other games.
Helicopters suck ass. I'm just going to come up and say.
Suck.
Yeah, helicopters.
They always have.
Helicopters suck. I mean, the best they were in Vice City. It was so easy to fly that thing. For me, it was.
Yeah, that's true. In Vice City, it was easy to fly.
Yeah, but...
And now they've become more complicated, and they're just hard to fly.
Yeah.
They just, well, not hard to fly, but they suck.
Overall, buy it. right now.
Oh yeah.
Buy it right now. You can replay missions. You can customize anything you want. You can do crazy stunt jumps. You can do gang wars with the ballas if you find them, or get into wars with the cops. You can set things on fire with a gas can. You can do a bunch of shit.
You can blow up oil tankers if you want.
Yeah.
Just don't stand too close when you do it. Or...
Yeah. But overall, pick this up. Definitely get it. Yeah. He's weird. He's weird. Alright, well, let's wrap this review up. Chip, chop, chip.
Chip, chop, chip.
What's
Who
that?
says that?
He's weird. Anyway, folks, thumbs up. Buy it right now. Thank you all for watching. Peace.